But what really jumps out in this video, I think, are the borrower perspectives. Just raw, unfiltered stuff.
Definitely.
Let's start with the creator. She's 25, carrying over $100,000 in student debt. Her reaction is, well, it's basically a declaration.
It really is. Her saying she'll never repay, that's a very strong stance to take publicly.
Yeah. And she mentions having a law degree, but it's not formally recognized, and hints at legal challenges.
And she talks about calling her loan servicer getting quoted a payment of $1,554 a month.
Whoa.
And her reaction was immediate, right? That is rent. I don't have it. Which instantly makes the size of these payments very, very relatable for a lot of people.
Absolutely. But then the video transcript itself includes commentary sort of pushing back on that.
Right, pointing out what some might see as a contradiction.
Yeah, like her calling the debt managers greedy while she herself has this, very significant loan amount. That sparks a pretty immediate, maybe uncomfortable thought.
It does. It puts a spotlight on that complex mix, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Individual choices about borrowing, the education you get, your ability to actually pay it back later, raises questions of fairness, responsibility, on both sides, really.
Then the video shifts gears. Totally different story. A 42-year-old TikTok user.
Yeah, her perspective is just exhaustion, pure exhaustion.
She calls herself a hard worker, says she's been paying for 20 years.
20 years.
And now owes more than she originally borrowed because of income-based repayment, compounding interest, that whole mechanism. That's brutal. Her plea for help online, it taps into a different kind of struggle, like being trapped in a system you can't get out of.
Her situation really illustrates quite painfully the potential downside of some of these income-driven plans, especially if the interest just keeps piling up faster than you can pay it down.
So your balance just grows and grows.
Exactly. Even while you're making payments for years, it makes you question the long-term effectiveness, the design of these safety net programs. Are they working as intended?
Good question. And, the video doesn't pull punches. It includes some pretty sharp critical commentary on these reactions, too.
It presents that other side.
There's the argument right there in the transcript that borrowers, well, they knew what they were signing up for. They presumably got the benefit of the education.
And a clear skepticism towards what the commentary calls online victim narratives.
Right. That perspective really hammers home the idea of contractual obligation. You took out a loan.
And it uses analogies, comparing student loans to other debts we understand, like mortgages, rent, car payments. Even child support enforcement is mentioned.
To basically say, look, society expects you to pay back money you borrow no matter what happens later.
Pretty much. That's the core of that argument.
Okay, another perspective. We also hear from someone with $150,000 in debt, 2 degrees, biology and secondary ed with clinical mental health